And we're back.
Hey guys.
All right. Topic for the day: friendships. So, Sharita.
Yes.
When you get a relationship and or marriage, whatever, are you allowed to have separate friends from your spouse?
Yes, of course. I think that's something it should be that way. I mean, you can have mutual friends, but you should have separate friends because it allows for less confusion at times. You know, when you have mutual friends, it's like, whose side am I going to be on? Those friends might feel like they have to choose between which friend that they're going to, side with.
Yeah. And I think elaborating on that is when me and my ex-wife were together, we had mutual friends, and once we went our ways, whatever the case may be, I felt that though a lot of those people gravitated towards her side, and I'm like, damn, I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends just as well as y'all two. So I'm like, I see that you guys weren't really friends like that. Yeah, they're not the way that y'all were, claiming to be. As long as we were together, we were all friends. Mm-hmm. But once we went our ways or whatever, y'all went away.
Yeah, I think that in those type of situations, the quote unquote friends should learn to be neutral in the situation, just unbiased. Like, state your opinion. Here, if you want to hear both sides. Me personally, I just mind my ministry, stay out the business, because I don't want to have to deal with
business that pays you.
Yeah, exactly. Even now, just having separate friends in a relationship is good. I like having my friends, and I like for that other person to have friends too. Now, I have a problem because I've been in 2 relationships where the people I dated didn't have friends.
Oh, man.
For me, that's not... I don't even know how to put that.
Like, they didn't have no friends at all? Or they had people that they really didn't associate themselves with, but...
They had... Okay. One... Well, they both smoked. So... One of them felt like the people they smoked with were their friends. I'm like, well, why you can't call them in your time of need?
Okay, so let me make sure I'm getting this straight. So basically what you're saying is that the friend had smoking buddies, and as long as she was supplying the smoke... Yes. God. Yeah, they made friends.
Yeah. When it's time for you to move, you hang out with a whole bunch of guys.
That goes back to those beneficial friends we were talking about.
Yeah. But I was just like... But then for me, I also look at those 2 people and I'm like, y'all don't have friends, so how do you know how to be a friend?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of hard if you don't have any examples either. Just like for a woman, how to be a woman. With certain things. If you don't have an example, you ain't gonna really know how to do it. Just like a man, you ain't gonna know how to be a man if you don't have a man figure. Jesus, a manly figure.
I understood what you were talking about. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, if you've never had those type of people in your life, or those type of friendships where you could count on people regardless of, like I said, day or night, or regardless of what they're going to, some of them put their needs aside to make sure that you're straight. You won't know how to do that either. So, I mean, and a lot of people, I'm like, maybe, is there something wrong with you? Why you don't have friends like that? I mean, you really sit back and think, like, why doesn't people gravitate to you like that? I mean, what's wrong with you? And that's exactly like, what's wrong with your spirit? What's wrong with your energy? I mean, if you're putting out... And the thing is, if all you do is put out negative energy into the universe, how do you expect anything positive to come back? Like, people resonate towards what they want to be around.
Yeah. Yeah.
They gravitate towards that. So, I mean,
I think that I get that a lot. I can go anywhere and literally just start talking to people.
Make a friend.
I will make a friend anywhere. It don't matter.
And I think that's why me and you are so, close, because we can make friends anywhere we go. And if we make an enemy, it's because the motherfuckers hate me. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Pretty much.
You
just probably didn't like what I said. Because I'm real blunt, and you know this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for my friends, I don't sugarcoat it, but I take their feelings into consideration.
The thing is,
when I deliver whatever I'm gonna say, how I deliver it, and being in having friends, all your friends will be different, and how you deliver to them kind of differs, because whenever you're in a friendship or even a relationship, and you want to state how you feel or address a certain topic or subject, you want to make sure that what you're saying is also going to be received the way that you want it to be received, not in a negative way. Because if you don't think about what you're saying before you say it, it's going to come out negatively. That's why when I'm angry, I don't talk.
Yeah. And see, and that's why, on the podcast I did yesterday, we talked about communication. One of the girls were like, communication is key. And like, I had to correct her. Communication is it's a very good thing, but you also have to have that understanding with that other person. The other person has to understand the communication that you're trying to give them. Those two things go hand in hand, because you can communicate all day with the person and they don't understand it. So is it really effective communication when the person doesn't understand or not trying to understand what you're trying to talk about?
I was just going to say that, because you have people that are like, oh, I want you to talk to me, but I'm not going to understand where you're coming from. I've even in this previous relationship just happening, like, it was always, no, it's what I say, and this is how it's remembered. This is how I've seen it. But you're not looking at it at the way it happened.
Yeah.
Let's go on and say that, because I'm like, I can verbatim your words.
Yeah.
But you're telling me no. You ain't say this.
That's crazy.
I'm just like, I don't get that. But yeah.
And maybe to us, a lot of people don't understand that going into these types of relationships and friendships, that you have to go into it with major understanding. You have to go into these things with the blinders off. Basically, you can't go in these things with your horse blinders on. You can't do that.
With the wool pulled over your eye.
You can't go into these types of friendship and expect for anything effective or a good friendship or relationship to come out of this.
Or a long-lasting one.
Yep.
I think that everybody who is looking to be happy in a relationship, and I'm not saying it to where that person should make you happy in order for you to be happy. No, because you have to be happy with yourself.
True.
But what I'm saying is, in order for you to have a relationship or a friendship that will thrive, that will last for a long time, you have to be able to also be happy within it.
Right.
Like, not always angry at that person or mad at that person, or, just feeling like that person is not living up
to what you expect them to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. Well, let me ask this question. And it's just one of those fun topics because, like I said, I'm in a lot of dating groups on Facebook. And you see some of the craziest damn questions inside of these groups. And one question came up. Say, for instance, that you have a male BFF.
I do.
And you're in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Is it okay for you and your male BFF to go on a trip together?
So, I've definitely seen that. And, I'm trying to figure out what this trip is for, though. I feel like
see, the thing is, they called it, I think, the thing is, when I read it in the group, they called it a vacation. But the thing is, how do you go on a vacation without your bae? That's not a vacation. That's not a vacation. That's your BFF.
Yeah.
And regardless, and my thing was, I have 2 best friends. And I can tell you now, I can go on any trip with them and nothing will happen.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you had these women in this group that were, well, if he's gonna go on this trip, he's gonna be single, and they can just because that's your best friend or whatever the case may be, and they sleep in the same bed, then things happen, they drink and all this other stuff. I can sleep next to my best friend right now, and I can tell you that damn now ain't nothing's gonna happen. Hell, if I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat while I'm here. I'm gonna cheat here. I'm not going to Hawaii to cheat. You kiss my ass.
That's a lot of money you spending for no reason.
For no reason. I can take my ass to the 7-Eleven or whatever that hotel is called up the street and pay $59 for a room and do what I got to do and go about my business.
Yeah.
But
me personally, I mean, I think that you have to trust whoever you're with. Now I could see if you never met this best friend, then hell no. Know. Because I'm like, where this person been? We've been together for this long. When somebody is significant to you, they are in the forefront.
Yep.
They are not hiding in the shadows. They are not, here when I feel like you being here. No. If I'm dating somebody, you gonna know who's gonna be around. Right. You gonna know. And if you don't get to see them or meet them, because I'm from New York, but living here is different.
Right.
So all of my, you're not gonna meet all the ones I talk to because they up there too. You know what I'm saying? But if they're not in the forefront, then no, that's dead. But see, me, I'm secure within myself. But that's another thing. You have to be secure.
And see, and I think my issue was, and something that I'm still learning, and I'm not afraid to say that I'm still learning. I wasn't always secure within myself, but there were also things that helped contribute to me not being secure.
Uh-huh.
So. Me personally, I would say, hell no, you can't go. Mm-hmm. What the hell? Why are you going on a whole trip with this man? Regardless, I don't give a damn if I do met him. I don't give a damn if we drinking buddies. No. But now, I would probably say, hey, whatever, cool, do what y'all want to do. Long as you bring me back a damn souvenir, I don't give a damn. Bring me back a t-shirt, keychain, shot glass, something. You need to bring me something back. But at the end of the day, if y'all get in the same room, at least get double beds. I wouldn't say sleep in the same dang bed.
To be honest, most places have double beds. So it's not something you're going to really have an issue with. But, personally, I'm secure within myself. And at the end of the day, even if you do go ahead and go on this trip and something happens, it's up to you to be honest with me.
Yeah.
And if you don't, eventually it will definitely come out to the light. And that's how I look at things. I'm not one of those women who I do the pop-ups or the drive-bys or I'm going to roll up on you. Right. No. Because I do that. Some
don't trigger you because
I see red and that's it.
Yeah.
But that's not my style.
Right.
I feel like if I have to do that, there's no reason for me and you to be together.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no reason for me and you to be friends or anything like that.
The thing is, if that line of trust is gone completely and the ties are severed, there's no point of going through it.
At all.
Just let it go. Yeah. Hey, we can't continue to keep doing this. You do your thing, I do my thing.
Yeah.
I'll still be cordial, but other than that, we just got to keep it moving.
Yeah, because that. But I think that there's nothing wrong with that as long as, you guys have to have a strong relationship.
Yeah.
In order for that to be something that can happen.
All right. Well, that's my time. I wanted to thank Sharita for coming on the show. Thank you very much. You have given me some great insight tonight.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
No problem. And I will be coming back to you guys again Wednesday evening. So, with that being said, I'm Mr. CD. And y'all remember, if it ain't real, it ain't unscripted. Peace.